style tips that all chic women live by. Have you ever noticed how elegant women ooze confidence? Their sense of style has more to do with what works for them and is sticking to it than it does their age. That's not to say that they don't dress their age, but they don't let what they're supposed to wear dictate the way they present themselves to the world. But don't be fooled thinking that it came easy for them. They did their homework. And if you apply yourself, you can too. So every woman can benefit from learning from these amazing women who make it seem so effortlessly easy to look put together and stylish all the time. And learning a trick or two from these amazing women is even more valuable because you no longer want to waste our time with trial and errors. So the number one rule that elegant women have up their sleeves is to find a great tailor. That's something very simple that used to be very common in the past that we seem to have forgotten. Great part of women's frustration in the fitting room stems from the fact that they don't understand how clothes are made. The fashion industry caters for the minority of the population for economical reasons. So the problem isn't you, it's the industry. So don't discard a good tailor because even if you paid a lot of money for something, chances are that you still need to tailor it to look great. The next tip from elegant women is that they know how to recognize quality. I might have mentioned that in every other video I made here. It becomes even more important because quality doesn't necessarily come with a price tag. So it's not because you bought an expensive item that it has quality necessarily, where some more affordable brands have good quality to them. So that's very important to know. But it's easier said than done. As a rule, when you buy a blazer, for example, see if the lapels are lying flat, if the shoulder line is right at the curve, unless fashion dictates otherwise. Another way to see if a blazer has good quality to it is to have a look inside of it and check the quality of the linen, because it will determine the longevity of the blazer. Feel if the fabric is sturdy enough. Pull it and feel if the fabric is thick enough to be able to hold the garment shape. Lapels, pockets, pleats, all should be lying flat. You should be able to put 1 or 2 fingers in between the garment and the flash. There should be no horizontal lines pulling. Jeans should be a tad stiff, otherwise it means it was pre-washed with chemicals which compromise the longevity of the item. If it's got too much stretch, it's another sign that it wasn't well made, and that applies not just for jeans. You shouldn't see any gaps when you pull at the seams. Tighter, more frequent stitches usually make up for a stronger seam. On the other hand, loose stitches placed apart can make a seam weaker and more prone to splitting. Have darts and design details that are properly placed, neckline and armholes that fit in the body without gapping or straining. They should keep their shape after being stretched. Skirt or pants lace appropriate for the styling individual, normally just touching the toes and cover half of the heel. Have sleeve fullness and length appropriate for a styling individual. I bought this beautiful bodysuit online, but although it's my size, the sleeves are way too long and it's overall a little bit too loose, so I'll definitely have to tailor it. Garments shouldn't have exposed zippers. Even non-stretch fabric shouldn't become limp and lifeless after receiving a good tug. High-quality clothing materials usually has good recovery, which means that the fibers spring back into shape and maintain their form after being stretched. This is crucial if a garment is meant to have a structured appearance or be worn closer to the skin. To test the material's recovery, pull a small section between your fingers. If the material looks odd or different after being released, it might not be a good investment. Your clothes should come with extra buttons or threads. It means that the manufacturer is expecting that you wear long enough, so you need to replace them. Raw hems are a clear sign that shortcuts were taken, because finishing them takes extra time and prevents them from fraying. The label should give you plenty of details about the garment. Even the best designer pieces will suffer if not cared properly. And a crucial part of properly taking care of a garment is knowing how it was made. How you would launder it or dry it or iron it. But of course, it would be great to know the origin and the grade of the fibers used. Well, that was a mouthful, but so important. The next tip is not necessarily a tip, but more of an attitude, which I think is also very valid. Elegant women trust their own judgment. Not only do they learn the fundamentals of style and master them, only to break them as they wish. And with that comes that attitude of feeling confident in their own skin, in their own style. Learning the fundamentals of styling is totally learnable. The second one is all about refining your style. I would suggest you go to a high-end boutique and experiment with fabrics and different styles. By being exposed to the best, you will discern a good and a bad outfit when you see it. You will notice the difference, the different fabrics, the different compositions, the intricacy of confectioning a very well-made garment. Obviously, it can be intimidating, but overcome that. You'll be amazed on what you're going to discover. The next tip, and I've mentioned that already, is think investment. Elegant women treat their wardrobe as an investment. And by investment, I don't necessarily mean expensive clothes, but knowing which pieces to invest and how to invest. But above that, think about the emotional aspect of it, how you will feel about the clothes you wear. And a great way to do that, again, it doesn't need to be expensive pieces. It could be open to opt shops, buy exclusive, exotic pieces, collect pieces from your trips around the world. That's a story. Bring a moment to your life. Tell a story through your wardrobe. Search high and low for unique pieces, pieces that scream you. But above all, pieces that you reach out to often. Don't save your nice pieces for special occasions only. Remember cost per wear. The more you wear, the less it costs per wear. Think of different ways to styling your pieces. Dress them up, dress them down. If it's stuck in your wardrobe, it's money that's there, not doing anything for you. Learn how to buy less and smarter. I think it's much better to buy a great quality item on sale than buy full price from an average store. So save your money for the big sales. Again, don't buy just because they are on sale. Buy those pieces that you couldn't afford otherwise. Stylish women have a signature style. By developing one, you eliminate a great deal of the famous conundrum, I have a full wardrobe and nothing to wear. You make your styling so much easier and your shopping too. To develop one, you have to be really honest to yourself. Think about the styles that you love: romantic, edgy, modern, or a combination of both. We don't need to be one specific style all the time. There's no rules about that, but knowing a little bit what's more like you helps a little bit. The second thing is understanding about proportions. Have a look in the mirror and see if it's overall balanced. The look is overall balanced. If puffy sleeves with baggy pants, too much, or a very fitting outfit from head to toe. Some things like that. If in doubt, go back to the previous step and exercise judgment. A lot of accessories or lack of those. Think about the overall balance, the body proportions in terms of outer shape and the body proportions in terms of the ratio between your upper and lower body. Is it too low, too high? Something is funny, you know, trust your judgment. Once you figure out what your style is, romantic, classic, modern, etc., just make sure that you have at least one piece that represents that style in every outfit composition. And keep the rest simple and classic. Again, balance, balance, and balance. The next tip is elegant women know where to invest. They tend to focus their budget on classic pieces that are the focal point of their outfit. A great example is a blazer or outerwear, because they immediately make the look put together and chic. Avoid oversized silhouettes. Although oversized everything is pervasive today, tailor pieces are the number one to achieve polish, which elegant people always tend to have. So that's it. These are my styling tips that elegant women live by, and having worked with so many of them, I have learned a lot from them. I hope you enjoyed this video and you found it useful. Let me know in the comment section which ones are new to you or which ones you already knew or incorporated in your wardrobe. As usual, I love chatting with you. And thank you so much for your always supportive and lovely comments. I hope you have a great day, a great week, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye everyone.